All right, Larry Krueger here from the Pig and a Pickle Crew Show with a little 49er update as I'm getting ready to head down to Santa Clara for practice in advance of Niners Jets in week 1. Of course, check out Pig and a Pickle, 2 locations, Emeryville, Corte Madera. They're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. or until they run out. Pig and a Pickle, go get the brisket chili. Go say hi to Damon and Mary. Tell them that Krug sent you. And this video also brought to you by Sharp Corner, Sports Cards and Collectibles, 205 Cypress Avenue in Pacific Grove, California, along the Monterey Peninsula. Call my friend Anthony Catania at 831-521-5264. Well, today is the day. According to reports, Trent Williams is on his way to the Bay Area to sign his contract extension. Will he be at practice today or not? I'm not sure. Christian McCaffrey is expected to be at practice, and we'll be down in Santa Clara in about 90 minutes, and we'll tell you who's there and who's not there. But Trent Williams will likely, he's finalizing a new deal with the 49ers. He's likely to try to give it a go Monday night against the New York Jets. According to his agency, they put out a note that he's headed to San Francisco. He has accrued $4 million in fines, and those are fines that I believe the 49ers don't have the ability to wipe away. He's going, I guess the Niners owed him this year $20.05 million as part of his 6-year, $138 million deal that he yanked in 2021. So the 49ers yesterday, or today, I guess, created $5.4 million in cap room by restructuring Maliek Collins. So Collins gets the restructure, and the 49ers get some cap room, and Trent is in the fold probably later today. CMC, who suffered a calf injury early in the summer, and he's been working out vigorously on the side. I was asked about this yesterday. Is he going to go? How's he looking? He's a full go. I think he's been a full go for a while. He's just out there on the side because why? He has the ability to prep at his own rate and his own speed, and how he wants to do it is Kyle's going to give him the wide berth to let him get ready for the season any way he wants. They don't want to risk anything, so he basically just shut it down this summer. But he's been on the side, he's been running, and if you've been watching him run, I mean, he's running full bore. So CMC is going to suit up on Monday night against the New York Jets at Levi's. So let's talk about this for just a second. I mean, I don't know if the Niners got the price they wanted, if Trent got the price he wanted. I'm sure both sides are happy, and will say they're happy with the deal. I think there's inherently more risk in playing it out this way with Trent than even going all summer playing it out the way it played out with Ayuk. Why? Because Ayuk's 26 years old. Ayuk is in the prime of his life, prime of his football life, and he can miss weeks and weeks and weeks and just pop right out on the field, and it's like nothing happened. Trent Williams, on the other hand, despite being a freak of nature, a Hall of Famer, maybe one of the greatest left tackles in the history of the sport, a guy who owns a gym in Houston and works out religiously, but that ain't football. And my biggest concern is and I talked about this over the last few weeks, that Trent would wait and wait and wait, and he wouldn't have any practices, and he wouldn't have any games, and all of a sudden he would just be out there. And that's almost exactly the situation you're going to have. We'll see if he's at practice today. My guess is he will not be at practice today. My guess is he'll be at practice for the next 2 days, but 2 days of practice on a 36-year-old body with no hitting, no live reps, no one-on-ones all summer, and he's just going to be able to step in there against Jermaine Johnson and just stonewall him. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I'm also very concerned about Trent's, ability to avoid major injuries. Here's the thing. I mean, people, everybody talks about the ACL, but I mean, you tear a calf, a quad, any of the soft tissue, muscles in your lower body that you could pull. But if you get out there and really extend in a game, you could tear. And if you tear a calf, you're done. You tear a quad, you're done. So obviously we're, knock on wood, We're hoping for the best for Trent. But the Niners are going to do exactly what I feared they would do, which is they waited, and Trent waited to the 11th hour, till it was absolutely the deadline. And then he signs even maybe a little bit beyond the deadline, but he still wants to go week 1. And yeah, would the Niners like to have him out there week 1? They would. But here's the question. He told us a couple years after the NFC Championship game where he went against the Rams that he shouldn't have gone. That the Niners would have been probably better off going with Colton McKivitz or whoever else they were going to go with if it wasn't Trent. Trent's like, they should have gone with that guy because, you know what? I was at a percentage where I was not as good as those guys. So, you know, is 100% Jalen Moore better than a 70% Trent Williams? I don't know, but to me, Jalen Moore's taken all the reps all summer. He's done all the one-on-ones. He's done all the drills. He's in the best shape of his life. You know, it's like I think I would try to protect Trent as much as possible in this game. What does that mean? I'm not really sure. I mean, maybe if you get a lead, you get him out early. Maybe you try to ease him back in. Maybe if you get some kind of a lead, maybe you ease him out for a series or two. Maybe you don't ask him to play. You know, the typical NFL game is 10 to 12 series offensively. Maybe he plays 5 or 6 series, and you go with Jalen Moore at left tackle for the other series. Maybe you run a little bit more. Maybe you don't have him pass protect quite as much. I'm not sure what they can do, but man, you got to get through this first 10 days to 2 weeks of games and practices and physical activity without a major physical setback. So that's my hope, that they will get to that point where he can be out there, whatever he plays. I hope he can get through it, but he's 36, and I would preach caution if it was me deciding, should Trent go, should he not go? Oh, he's going to go. You can almost bank on that. That's why this is something getting done right now. He's going to go. He's not going to miss one of those game checks. He's not going to miss one of those games. He's going to be out there playing. Now the question shifts from, can you get him signed, to, can you protect him from serious bodily harm, considering he's an older player who has not played ball all summer. So that's something to watch for sure. All right. That and other things we'll look for at practice. Check out Niners Nightly, the second edition tonight, on the 49ers on KMBR at 6 o'clock. I'll go into the locker room today, and hopefully we'll talk to Trent. Hopefully we'll talk to Christian. Maybe I'll get a little one-on-one with somebody talking about it, and we'll bring that back tonight, and we'll play it on the radio tonight. So check it out at 6 o'clock. Later in the week, Bob Wischusen, the voice of the Jets, is going to join us. Friday, my good friend Jody Mack, who's maybe the biggest Jets fan in the country from CBS Sports Radio, is going to hop on. Really loving being back at KMBR, loving Niners Nightly, and I hope you guys are as well. So, Cam Inman, thank you for being our first guest last night. Good luck with your book. It's a great book, great read. And thanks to all you guys for support. Thanks to Pig and a Pickle. Thanks to Sharp Corners. And thanks to all you guys for supporting the Krug Show on YouTube.